This is a complicated thing, so just try to pay attention to the highlights. When Arizona balks at certifying the election results because the beautiful Carly Lake, that crazy Carly Lake, she's another one of those Bobbitt womans, pretty good looking, considering, she had to get a TV. Carrie couldn't stay in TV because when you get to be around 50, gosh, it's a horrible thing to say, but the bloom of youth type of a situation. But she's still hot if you ask me. Jeez, whatever. But compared to a lot of the other governors have some hot ones. There's some beautiful hot women. There's the one up in North Dakota. She's bat wing crazy. You got the one up in Michigan. I don't know about her. Nikki Haley. I think her name was Nikki Haley. She's an Indian girl. And she was the governor of South Carolina. Believe it or not, she's a pretty good-looking thing. She joined Trump's administration and then bailed once he started going a little too wackadoo. But she's the one who got the flag took down or whatever. The Dixie flag doesn't fly over the state capitol anymore because of the the girl from India, that part of the world, India, next to Pakistan, she got it, the flag, the whatever you call it, the General Lee took down off of the state capitol. Whatever, it's all right. But anyways, she's pretty good looking. There's a few good looking ones out there, Carrie Lake, she would have joined the good looking governor women club. She would also join the bat wing, whatever you say, crazy club for all of them. That's the problem that got out there in Arizona. They're trying not to certify the election as a protest, but they all swore an oath to the Constitution of the United States of America, something they don't even teach anymore. Everybody should have at least read the Constitution once, in the 4th or 5th grade, so you could say, yeah, I read it. I don't remember anything when I read, but I read it. It means something important to me. They taught it to me when I was a little kid. Now I know we got to uphold it. It basically tries to make sure we get to stay free and don't have elitists and nimrods and jackwads telling us what we got to do all the time and dictating to us. It makes sure that we get to be free and we don't have a dictator. So that's why they make you swear an oath to it, to uphold it. And when you fail and you say, all I want to do is be more loyal to the Republican or my way of thinking or the right wing or the whatever, the Breitbart News or the Fox News or whatever I want to be having a cultish following to, that's why I only want to adhere to that. It makes things simpler for me. I don't really have to think for myself if somebody's telling me everything I should think. Plus, it's natural to be a little bit, a little bit more selfish, a little bit more conservative, a little bit more arrogant. It's natural to look your nose down at other people. Come on, it's beautiful. It's a fun thing to do. You're better than everybody else, so it makes you feel better about yourself. So it's fun to do that, but I'm just saying, you still, even though that's really great, you still have to have the Constitution has to be above. You have to side with the Constitution. Above that is God, Somewhere's maybe between God and the Constitution, the family, I'm not sure, but, way up high. I just want my side to win. My team has to win. Above that is upholding the Constitution. You could prove it by the fact that these people, these idiots out in Arizona, they spend bazillions of dollars to find out there was 3 wrong cast votes. This is how you can prove there was no election fraud, in Arizona. When the guys who controlled it and wanted to have election fraud hired a company to prove, at a crazy bat-wing company like the rest of them, all think the same way, they found more votes for Joe Biden than they did for Donald, and Joe's total went up and Donald's went down. Do you understand that that's on record and it was produced by the exact same people with all the power and all the authority, except for they couldn't, obfuscate, whatever you call it, jump around the rule of law. We had the rule of law. Finally, we had the rule of law. That's the last thing we had. That's, if you notice, why Mitch McConnell and them are trying to control the judiciary so what the rule of law won't mean what it used to mean in the old days. But that's okay. That's what's going to happen. But anyways, that's, the Arizona people, they're the ones who had the entire control of it. They hired some nuts out of Florida that were dying to prove that Trump won. And when they got done, and this is on record, they had to produce the record. It was like swallowing an acid pill for these idiots. They actually found a lot more votes for Joe, and Joe won by more. And now this is the hilarious thing about this one. They're not wanting to certify right now as a protest because they had to get a Democratic governor. They're so stupid they can't even vote for a Republican governor. They want it so bad, but yet somehow they fail to do it. It's hilarious. So now they're trying to cheat and game the system and throw fits, fail to uphold the Constitution. But the most hilarious thing that's going to happen is one of the Republicans that they're butting up, it's all done by Republicans, all controlled by Republicans. They're accusing other Republicans of malfeasance, because the Republicans are the ones in control of these voting centers out in Arizona and the state government for by and large. But anyways, if these counties don't certify, it's going to wind up flipping 2 more races from Republican control to Democratic control because their votes won't count. If these idiots don't certify what was a lawful, well-conducted election, they're going to be what we call suppressing their own vote or nullifying their own vote. They're going to be taking away their own right to vote, and they're going to put 2 Democrats in power. They're going to reach back and say, you 2 Democrats who lost a lawful election, get up here. Because by God, if we have to cheat and put you guys up here, and that's what we're going to do. You Democrats won now because we're not playing. We're taking our ball and going home. That shows you it's proof there's nothing there. When they try their hardest, and they're the ones that control all the power, when they still have to answer to the rule of law. Now, once you take that away, it's like the game's over. Then it's just going to be little dictatorships and all this and all that and the other thing. It's crazy. Well, what are you going to do? Doesn't matter.